Good morning, my lovely student. Welcome to your science class. Student, before starting today's topic, first I will revise yesterday's topic. That was shadow. Now, student, how does a shadow form? Yes, a shadow is formed when an object blocks the path of light. Okay. Now, student, our today's topic is sound. But student, first we will read remaining part of the shadow. Okay, now let's start. Now student, lesson 10, light, sound and force. Okay, now the objects like human body, wooden chair, stone, brick and book that do not allow light to pass through them are called opaque objects. We cannot see through opaque objects. Okay. So student, opaque objects are objects that are not transparent or translucent. So no light passes through them and you cannot see through them. Transparent means allowing all light to pass through, and translucent means allowing some light to pass through. Okay, so example of transparent objects are clean glass, water, air, and example of translucent objects are wax paper, butter paper, smoke, etc. Now student, example of opaque objects are human body. You can say human body, wooden chair, okay, stone, metals, brick and book. Okay. A shadow is always formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Shadows are sometimes long and sometimes short. So to form a shadow, a source of light is required. It is only when light rays are obstructed we get the shadow of the object. Shadows are always formed on the opposite side of the source of light. Okay. Now opposite side of the source of light. Okay. Now the size of the shadow keeps on changing with the position of the sun. Okay, now position of the sun. You can see here shadow is long in the morning. Okay, now shadow is long in the morning. Shadow is short at noon. Okay, shadow is short in noon. Shadow is long in the evening. So student, shadows are longer in the morning and evening and short in the noon because the sun rays are slanting in the morning. Okay, now slanting in the morning and evening, whereas at noon it is just above our head. Okay, now it is just above our head. Okay, the size of the shadow depends on the position of the objects from the source of the light. Okay, student, why do shadows change size? Shadow can change their size as light moves towards the object. The shadow becomes larger as light moves away from the object. The shadow becomes smaller as light moves closer. The shadow becomes longer and wider. Now student, sound. The chirping of birds, ringing of bells, barking of dogs, honking of horns and crying of babies are some sounds that we hear in our everyday life. We cannot see sound, but we can hear it with our ears. We make sound when we talk, laugh, cry, cough, and sneeze. So, student, sound is the term to describe what is heard when sound waves pass through a medium to the ear. All sound are made by vibration of molecules through which the sound travels. When any object vibrates, it causes movement in the air particles. These particles bump into the particles close to them, which makes them vibrate to causing them to bump into more air particles. Okay, this movement called sound waves. Okay, so students, some of the sounds that we hear in everyday life are example of this: the chirping of bird, ringing of bells, barking of dogs, honking of horns, and crying of babies. We cannot see sound, but we can hear it with our ears. Student, why cannot we see the sound? The vibrating motion of most sound waves is far faster than your waving hand and is therefore just a blur to human eyes. The sound waves traveling down a plucked guitar string are not invisible. They are just moving so fast that the plucked guitar string look like a blur to our human eyes. Okay, so student, when we talk, laugh, cry, cough and sneeze, then a kind of sound is produced. Okay, now clear? Student, today I explained sound. Hope it would be clear. And homework, read today's topic carefully. Have a nice day. Thank you.